What's on your wish list this holiday season? If you're about to have bariatric surgery or know someone who is, it can be overwhelming to figure out how to prepare or what to get them. That's why I want to tell you my top 5 gadgets and gifts to make the post-bariatric surgery period as easy as possible this holiday season. So first is no secret, a blender. Right after surgery, you'll be on a liquid, pureed, or soft food diet, and having a solid blender, or even an immersion blender, can make all the difference when it comes to making high-protein soups, smoothies, or purees. Next is a food processor. There'll be a lot of chopping in your immediate future to make sure that the ingredients and proteins that you're eating are small and soft enough to not harm your healing stomach. A food processor makes quick work of chopping many things at one time using the pulse function. Next is actually a way to break down proteins into smaller pieces either while you're cooking them or once they're cooked. This I actually found on TikTok and fell in love with it. It's the chicken shredder. And I've tried forks and claws and stand mixers before, and honestly, they often just didn't work or they made my forearm sore. Then I got the chicken shredder, and it made breaking down larger proteins so much faster and easier. And then on the stovetop, the meat masher is really good for breaking up ground beef so that you can get nice small pieces. Next is a food scale. This makes tracking your food easier and your recipes more precise when portioning out ingredients and proteins. You can even make really fancy ones that can tell you like the macros of what goes on it when you put it on there. I don't personally use one of those, but they seem pretty cool. Lastly, and probably most importantly, a water bottle. Staying on top of your fluid intake is arguably the #1 thing to focus on right after surgery. They make bottles with goal markings and lines on them, with lights and sounds to remind you to drink, and even ones that use a UV light to purify your water on the go. Whatever it takes to make drinking your water easier, do it. Adding something like a blender ball or a drink blender can make adding flavors and proteins to your water much, much easier than having to turn into a shake weight athlete every time you want to drink something. So that's my 2 cents on what to ask for this holiday season if you're about to have bariatric surgery. If you've had surgery and have something to add to the list, drop a comment below and pay it forward to help out our friends and family in the Bari community that are still trying to prepare.